you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all time. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining wherever you're joining from. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for connecting. Please share the broadcast on your platform. Share the broadcast to family and friends. Share the broadcast to those who are close to you. Share the broadcast to those who are connected to you. Thank you for joining. 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 I appreciate everybody that have been able to connect with us this evening. Thank you so much for connecting. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. I say may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide you, protect you, secure you. We are back once again doing that which is our responsibility to do. Doing that which we are mandated to do. That is what we are here once again to do. And I urge you to join suit and follow suit any place you are connecting from. If you are connecting from Biafra land, if you are connecting from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, whichever part of the world you are connecting from, I urge you to talk to your neighbor. Share the broadcast with your neighbor and let your neighbor join the broadcast and also understand the situation of things. Don't be stingy with the message. As you join this broadcast, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama to please kindly share to your neighbor. Share to those who are around you, share to your family and friends, even to our enemies. You can share to them. We must continue to spread this gospel of peace, gospel of freedom, gospel of safety. We must continue to preach this gospel regardless whatever happens, whatever be the outcome. The platform where you are watching today is an autopiloted platform under the spokesmanship of Master Simon Ekpa and on the leadership of Master Nandekano. That is where I stand. And we continue to stand there, continue to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. In this very platform, we come here to encourage Biafrans, to encourage Biafran friends, to speak the truth and set the record straight, to debunk all the lies against the children of Chukwu Okike Abiama, and to prepare my people for their freedom. That is what we do. And I will continue to do that until we get into Biafra. And even after we get into Biafra, a lot of work has to still be done. I will still be here. I appreciate every one of you. I thank you for joining. Please, as you join, share the broadcast on your platform. Share it as much as you can. That is the only way we can be able to reach out to as many people as possible. Remember, today is the first day of the sit at home that has been agreed by the Biafran people. Today is the first day. And from every indication, we have seen videos that are coming out from right, left, and center. The sit at home is going on. As usual, the stubborn ones will still be there. Those who are waiting to see before they believe. The doubting Thomases are still there. But regardless, those who have decided to be the doubting Thomas and those who are trying to play gamble with their own life, they have made their choice. Whatever happens, they will be responsible for what happens to them. But I can assure you that today, in Biafra land, the first day of sit at home has been seen. And Biafrans, we are sitting at home. For those who have chosen the other way around, whatever happens to them, we will not be held responsible. My duty here is to remind you of what to do. My duty here is to keep you at alert. My responsibility here is to make sure that you are carried along so that you will not be taken unaware. You will have no excuse to give that this is what I did and this is what made me to do this. No. That is why every one of us in Autopilot Media, we are coming online on a daily basis to educate people and let them know the situation of things so that they won't say that we are not told. But as usual, you know you can take the horse to the river, but you cannot force the horse to drink the water. Our responsibility is to take it to the river. It is your own choice to either drink the water from the river or not to drink the water from the river. And whether you refuse to drink or you drink, whatever be the outcome, you will be held responsible. At the end of the day, Chukwu Okike will bear us witness that we have spoken. We warned. We have spoken. We notified people. And we will not be held responsible for anything that happened going forward. The Biafran people have made a choice, and that choice we made is to take our freedom in our hand. We have made a choice to make sure that we speak in a different form. We have made a choice to let the whole world know that we no longer want to legitimize the zoological republic called Nigeria. We don't want to be part of that fraudulent whatever they are doing that they call election, which we all know that it doesn't ever happen. Nigeria from origin till date, right from amalgamation, it has always been selection. There has never been any election. I am not just saying it. Someone who has been an electoral officer in that zoological republic said it in their national TV. Heaven didn't break loose. People didn't pay attention. But when I say it here, people will take it as a propaganda. That is the fact. What we come here is to speak the fact without being politically correct. I don't come here to try to be politically correct to make you believe me or to make you listen to me. No. I will tell you exactly the way it is. It's left for you either to take it or leave it. That remains in your hands. As I have always told you, that you can take the horse to the river, but you can't force the horse to drink the water. Our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekana, have done every single thing he has to do for you and I. He has done marvelously well. And whatever happens going forward, Mazen Nandekana will be held in high esteem. And Chukwu Okike will keep a crown for him because he fought a good fight. Our spokesperson, Mazen Simon Ekpa, in the same vein today, is doing a marvelous work. He's doing a marvelous work and things are going forward. People are hearing from all corners. People are following from all corners. People are listening from all corners. And people are hearing him effectively. He has done a very good job. Whatever happens to you going forward becomes your own responsibility. You pay for whatever happens to you. You be held responsible for whatever happens to you. Do not listen to propaganda and blackmails. Don't listen to people who are wishing you evil. Don't listen to people who are wishing us bad. Forget them. Let them continue their evil wish. It will return back to them. Back to sender is not a bad prayer. Whatever they wish for us is going to return to them in thousandfolds. If they wish us good, that good will return to them in 1,000-fold. If they wish us evil, the same evil they wish us will return to them in 1,000-folds. As I have always told you, the auto-piloted IPOB, we are not interested in propaganda and lies. We tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. We say it the way it is. Our responsibility is to make sure that the life of Biafran people are saved. Our responsibility is to make sure that the Biafran land is defended by all means possible, regardless whatever happens. That is what we are doing, and we will continue to do. If you are a genuine Biafra that has the Biafran blood flowing in you, there are certain rumors you don't listen to. There are certain propaganda, blackmail, and rumors that you don't listen to. And there are certain things you don't attend to. There are certain informations you see, even online, you don't attend to it. You don't give ear to it. If you know where you are heading, if you know whom you are following, if you know whom sent you. There is an Igbo adage which said that "Mwata nne dirohi meji okpa we gbawa door." If you are an Igbo Biafran, you understand what that adage means. That "Mwata nne dirohi ne were okpa gbawa door." We are not afraid. We cannot be distracted. We cannot be distracted. The autopiloted IPOB under the spokesmanship of Master Simon Ekpa remains firm and consistent. And your wishful thinking can never shake us. Your evil thought, blackmail, and propaganda cannot shake us. When Mazen Nandekano said we have crossed the Rubicon, you thought it was a joke. Today, the stage and the level we have taken the very struggle. All those wishful thinking you are making is just a waste of time. They are a waste of time. Our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, remains firm, consistent, fine, open and clear. He doesn't miss word. Whatever he says, he does. He is not just a Finnish citizen. Our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, is a counselor in Finland. In case you don't know. Some of you don't know that. You think he's just a lawyer or a politician. Master Simon Ekpa is not just a lawyer or a politician in Finland. He is a counselor in Finland. Very, very highly connected. He's not a small fish you can fry with another frying pan. And whatever he's doing today, they are 101% legal. Remember, he's a lawyer. In a country that is law-abiding, a country that respects human rights and the rule of law, he can't be in such a country and he'll be missing words. That is why I tell you, there are certain things you hear, you don't give ears to it. Be focused on where we are going. The most important thing today, you as a Biafran, if you are in Biafran land, how prepared are you for what is coming? For those of them who think it's a child's play, you know, as usual, just like when we had the 5-day sit at home, some didn't take it serious. They were playing around until the Janjaweed came after them. We will always warn you as usual. Stay away from arm's way. Stay away from the arm's way. The same people that are making you to come out, the same people that are forcing you to come out, will come after you. They will come after you and they will smoke your life away from you. And when they do, you have yourself to blame. Don't blame anybody. Don't say you are not one. Don't say you are not two. For 150 days, we have been hammering and telling people what is coming. But human beings, the way they are, blacks mainly, Biafrans, very, very stubborn, some of them. Some of them. A lot of Thomas, they want to see before they believe. Don't worry. Just pray that you will not be that example that the zoo will show. Just pray that the zoo will not use you as that scapegoat that they are looking for. You know, every time, there will always be a Judas in every 12. They will always be there. Those stubborn Judas will be always there. The Thomases will always be there. And we saw some of them today on video. Meanwhile, the legitimate Biafrans were staying at home. So many places we are observing they sit at home. For our liberation. A sit at home that is meant to liberate you and your entire generation forever and ever. It is not just about the election. It's about your life, your future. That is what the sit at home is about. This is an extraordinary sit at home, a referendum that the world is on ground to watch and see what is going to happen. This sit at home is not only going to be observed by the Biafran people, the world, the international community on the ground watching to see what the response of Biafran people will be. Our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, have taken the struggle to different angles, forced nations to focus on Nigeria and see if truly we want to go home. It is not enough for you to come on social media and type, well done, right on. It is not enough for you to come on social media and say, we want to be Biafra. It is not enough for you to come on social media and say, release Mazen Nandekano. Mazen Nandekano is a supreme leader. It is not Biafra or death. It is not enough. You have been asking for action. The time for action has come. And you and I are going to be part of that action. That is why it is very important. Whatever you do today will decide your fate forever. Whatever you do today, going forward, will decide your fate in Biafra land forever and ever. If you like, take it for a joke. Take it for a play. The responsibility of the autopiloted IPOB is to show you direction to go. Our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, gave us these templates that we are following. We are not doing anything on our own. No. Our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, led this solid foundation you are seeing today. This very foundation upon which Mazen Simon Ekpa, the spokesperson of Biafra, is building. Mazen Nandekano carefully laid this foundation and kept it on the ground. And Mazen Nandekano told us that the autopiloted IP, the IPOB that he himself put in place, they are consistency personified. We don't shake, we don't move. We don't just make empty threats. No. We might take time to act, but once we move, we move. And there's no going back. Today marks the beginning of that decision, whether we are going to go back or not. Today marks the beginning of that decision, whether the Biafran people will be free from the zoo or not. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. I have made my own choice. So many of us here on the comment section have made their choice. A lot of Biafrans have made, we have seen videos today of people making their choice in Biafra land. And whatever choice you make, we speak for you. If I am to advise you, I will ask you to heed to the voice of reason. Listen to the spokesperson of Biafra, Master Simon Ekpa. Biafra spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, who is translating the word of Mazen Nandekano direct to us. I say it and I say it again. Master Simon Ekpa is not speaking his own word. He doesn't have his own word to say. Every single word he gives us today are the words he takes from the heart of Mazen Nandekano and transmits to you and I. He breaks it into pieces for us to understand. That is what he's doing. And our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, have granted interviews for some of you who thought maybe he was hiding. Maybe he was doing some backyard things. Maybe he was doing some other cheeky things that you don't understand. He has granted some international interviews for the whole world to see where he stands. And he made his demands very open and clear. And he stated the length he can go to make sure that election doesn't hold in Biafra land. Take it for a joke. You have yourself to be blamed. But if you take this word serious, I bet you in the name of Chukwu Kabiama, you have no reason to regret. If Biafran people can rise up in unity with the same mindset of the autopiloted IPOB, every Biafran with the same mindset, if we can rise up and key in into this very freedom that is coming, this open door, all you need to do is to walk into that door. Walk into that door. Chukwu Kabiama used Mazen Nandekano to lay this foundation and shows us direction to that door. And today, Mazen Simon Ekpa have opened that gate wide open. The only thing that the Biafrans need to do today is to walk in through that gate and you see your freedom. And as usual, so many are refusing to walk through that gate. So many are still hanging around.
because of their fraudulent mind. Those of them who are wishing that somehow the status quo will remain so that it will be their own turn to showcase their own skill in fraud in Nigeria. They are the ones today who are either pushing the London boy or they are pushing other criminals. Just as our spokesperson said, it is not a secret that every presidential candidate in Nigeria is a criminal from A to Z. I didn't say it. It was said in their own national television by their own self, and none of them denied it. That is the funniest thing of it. You see, when we say certain things, some people will call it hate speech or call it propaganda or call it what, simply because we are saying it on social media. But every single word I bring to you on social media has been said in their conventional media before the whole world. Every contestant, the major contestant that we have known, those three major contestants that are parabolated around to be the president of Nigeria, they are all criminals. Confirm the criminal, that is what they are. The evidence is there, presented before the whole world, and yet the international communities who have their own personal interests continue to push the indigenous people in that country to endorse criminals to run the affairs of their life. And Biafrans say, we will not endorse criminals to run the affair of our life. That is why we are standing where we are standing, and nothing can shift us an inch. If every other region want to participate in that very fraud, if they want to choose a criminal as their leader, they should go ahead. But for us to demonstrate our own democratic right, we have said it in unison that we will not be part of the criminal democratic process that is going on. It is final. Just check those ones who are parading, either calling the London boy or all the other rest of the criminals. They have their own agenda they are pursuing. These are people who are very, very comfortable in that criminal life. They have succeeded in becoming a celebrity through a criminal act. So many of them have acquired a certificate in a criminal form. So many of them have one dubious way or the other to earn money in that contraption. And they want to make sure they maintain the status quo. There are some other group who are queuing up, even as you're watching this video, they are queuing up, preparing themselves to be the next set of crooks that will steal you dry, that will defraud you, that will steal your mineral resources. They are preparing themselves already, planting themselves in different positions. That is why you see when you talk to them about the reality of life, they will never listen to you. When you break it into pieces, the reality of life, that in this very contraption called Nigeria, the only thing that will keep it right, first of all, is to conduct a referendum. Let the people decide their fate. After the people must have decided their fate, then you can now have a constitution which will now allow you to conduct a credible election to select a leader. That is the solution and the only solution. But these people will not buy into it. One of our elders, Pa Aya Adebanjo, said the same thing. Pa Aya Adebanjo said the same thing, that a referendum or restructuring must be done before anything called election in this zone. Only then and then can you get things right. But that our elder statesman, an old man of 90-something years, he has no support. He spoke that word, he repeated it recently. But there was nobody to support him. He left them to their fate. Truth is bitter, but it must be told. That is why I thank God for the social media. This is a place where we bring it raw, the way it is. Those things they will not like to say in their conventional media, those things they will censor in conventional media, we come here and we throw it to the public, raw. Just like you see the interview that Arise Television send their journalists abroad to go and interview Masasa Monepa. After the interview, they were scared to air it. They refused to air the interview. Trust our spokesperson, Masasa Monepa. he's not a small fish to fry. He has aired the interview in his own platform. That is how formidable he is. Our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, has the other experience. He's a politician, in case you forgot. When he told you that he's 50 men in one, it wasn't a joke. When he said he's 50 men in one, it's not a joke. That is why when I see certain propaganda and certain things I see online, I laugh. Master Simon Ekpa is a lawyer in Finland, a practicing lawyer in Finland. He knows the law. A politician in Finland, a counselor. A counselor. That is how the Finland government addressed him.